Once upon a time, I was browsing a forum thread and I noticed a suggestion. So Casper suggested Jeremy to add the feature of submitting a form by clicking Command Enter. And actually, this is a popular feature in many applications of the modern web. So you would be filling in a form, typing something, and by clicking Command Enter, you would submit this form. So I have implemented this behavior on SuperRails, and let's learn to implement this behavior together in a new Rails application. And we're going to do it in 3 different ways, from the worst way to the best way. And I'm going to talk about why each way is better. So here I have basic new Rails application. I've got a scaffold of posts and I've got this body field. And currently to submit this field, I can only manually click on this create post button. Now I'm going to add a stimulus controller that is going to listen to clicking command or control if you're on Windows, command or control enter. And if it was clicked, we're going to submit this form. So here is our form. We have the form defined, we've got the text field and the submit button. Let's create a stimulus controller to submit this form. So I will say Rails generate stimulus form. Here it is. Now we're going to have 2 targets, the input target and the submit target. And when within the input target command enter was clicked, we are going to click on the submit target. Okay, so let's have a look. I'm going to create 2 targets, so static targets, input and submit. And I'm going to add an event listener to the input target. So this is going to be the input target. So this dot input target add event listener input and it's going to trigger the submit action. This submit bind, and we're going to listen not to input but to key down. So when a key is being pressed, key down. And let's create the submit action. So it recommends if event is enter, click on the submit target. But we're going to do it not just when the key is enter, we're going to do it when the key is command or control plus enter. So we're going to say let pressed control equals control key or meta key to handle both types of keyboards. And we will say if press control and event key equals enter, prevent default, and submit the form. Now let's apply this in our HTML form. So here I will say data controller form, and here I will say data action form target input, and on the other one data form target submit. So when we are listening to when within this input we type control enter, we click on the submit target. Let's see if it works. I will okay, it looks like I made a typo. I should remove the comma. Okay, let's start typing. I click on command enter and the form was submitted. So it works. It's okay, but we can do it in a better way. We don't need to actually have all these event listeners and these targets. Let's remove these. And instead we are going to just have a data action inside this text area. So data action, and the action is going to be key down, and on key down we are going to trigger the submit action of the form controller. So form submit. So when a key is being pressed, we trigger this form submit. We can also remove this other form target. Let's see. So go to edit the post, click control enter, and we have this undefined the submit target click. Yes, because now we don't have the submit target, we just want to submit the form. So this dot element dot request submit. Now this element is this element on which the form controller is defined. So the form controller is defined on the form, so it is going to submit this form on which the form element is defined. So this element request submit. Let's try again. And you see it worked. It's much better, but we can clean it up even more. We can leverage Stimulus keyboard events and improve this data action to work as key down dot control plus enter, and for the other keyboard layout, key down plus dot meta plus enter, and we can clean everything out of this submit action. So you see, inside the stimulus, the only thing we have is the submit action, and all the logic is inside this data action. So let's try once again. Clicking on command enter, and the form has been submitted. And you see our JavaScript is very clean, and everything is defined, all the logic on our HTML, that is much easier to edit in this specific place. So here are 3 different approaches. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.